Hello and welcome back to what I'd wished I'd known about self-publishing before I got started, or its variations thereof. I am Karlie with Dragon Key Press, and today I wanted to talk about the setup of your ISBN on myidentifiers.com, which is one of the websites owned by Boker, the only official dealer broker of ISBNs inside the United States, at least as far as getting them personally for yourself and not through a third party like Amazon. Okay, so I'm already logged in, and I'm going to just kind of walk you through. We're going to the main identifier service. You can see there's the different things here. There's my information, etc. But I'm going to go to my identifiers, because this is where your ISBNs are stored. As you can see, I've got quite a few different ones that I've already previously used for different books. So I'm going to have to kind of scroll through to get to a new one that I can use to show you what's going on. But I'm actually going to be kind of showing you on one that I've already started for my newest book, at least at the time of creating this, called Moving the Zoo. And this one is going to be for my ebook. I've already done one for the paperback. I'll eventually do one for hardcover when I get around to it. But here's the basic kind of thing. This one is actually from the expanded view. The short view is a lot simpler, but as you can see, once you have gone to the expanded view, it won't let you go back to the short view, so keep that in mind. The short view is simplified. The expanded view gives you all of the options. So as you can see, I've actually already put in some of the information right here. I've got my title, Moving the Zoo. There is no subtitle for my book, so I'm not going to do that there. And now I get to add in all of this extra information. I've already got myself a little fact sheet for my book, so I can just pretty much copy and paste the information right into that so that it can stay consistent. So there's my book description, or the cover blurb. My book is going to be in English, but as you can see, there are a lot of different languages you can choose from. You can also, if it's translated, put the translated title, the copyright year. For this instance, since it's a brand new book, is going to be 2022. Now it wants my Library of Congress number, which if you don't have right now, don't worry about it. You can come back and actually change that later, but I already have mine. So I can just copy and paste it over, like so. And you can go back and you can edit these as necessary even after your book has been printed, published, whatever. Okay, so I just saved the information there. I've already had my cover uploaded, as you can see right there, but you do it right over here. They do have a size requirement. It can't be over a certain size, so keep that in mind. Now we're going to go to the next page where we actually look at the contributors. Look right here, it says contributors, formatting and size, sales and pricing. First one was title and cover. Well, it's me. I am the one who actually is doing this. I don't currently have my biography up and running because I didn't think that far ahead. So I'm going to just put in some random thing, because I can add it later, so I'm just going to say to be added later. And then here's where you actually put in what all this contributor does. I'm the author, the editor, the illustrator, but there are other things you can add in there, annotations, afterward, arranged if it's music, artist, etc. Because this isn't just for books per se. You can also do it for like music, audiobooks, that kind of thing. If you need to add more than just one contributor, you're going to add another contributor, author, whatever, and make sure you just save your progress every time just in case something happens. And it will let you know, hey, yeah, you got it, woohoo, you can move on now. But you're going to do this, make sure it's on your specific ISBN. Now we're going to go to the next page, which is all about size and formats. This one I'm going to do in an ebook format, and I'm just going to go generic digital online. I could also call it just an electric book text. But this is a picture book, so I'm going with digital online. This one, I'm saying it's generic Kindle just because, but there are all the different types, and some of them will make you use different ISBN numbers on the different file types, so keep that in mind. If you know your file size, you can put that in, but it's not mandatory. You will not see this particular part on the short version. This is only part of the expanded version that you'll see some of these things, the packaging description, trade catalog, if it's going to be in a trade catalog, etc. Most of the time, you're not going to need to worry about those kinds of things. But you need to worry about your subject and genre. So mine's children's fiction. I've already actually got it set, so I can't change it here to show you, but you can kind of look and see at what all those different are, as well as a secondary genre. So I've got children's fiction and fantasy general as my current picks for that. But since I did this previously, it won't let me change it. But now I'm going to go ahead and go on to the sales and pricing. I anticipate my book being officially published July 31st, but you can always go back and change this as necessary because it will let you change these fields. It's currently forthcoming, but once you publish your book, you want to actually change it so that you have different things there. So it's active record means it's actively sale forthcoming, obviously, as it's coming out. Import to order, it's no longer being printed, print on demand, out of print, blah, 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 etc. It will require you to put your audience. Mine is a juvenile audience. You can add specifics of your age. I'm not going to worry about it because it's not required. You can also put academic grade level if you want. Again, not required. This is something that's going to be on your expanded, not necessarily from your age and all that to your simple. You can put title ship date, on sale date if you want, but you're not going to need to. Same with returnable. The only print on demand I've used so far that has a whether or not it's returnable or not is Ingram. So just don't worry about that for now. But you do need to look at some of the other things, especially the price. Excuse me. It wants you to kind of give a dollar amount for your retail price. And for a paperback, I would definitely have it higher. For an ebook, I'm just putting a generic ebook price right now. And you would actually change it right in here instead of up here. So I can change that anytime I want, as I need to. Its availability is currently not there, so I'm just leaving it at generic nothing right now, but you can change that later. Some of these are required, as you can see by the red asterisk, some are not. I'm selling it in the United States, so it's going to be in US dollars and it's going to be set to retail price. And when you're done filling all that information, just go ahead and say I'm done with that, done with the United States market. It gives you the option to select different markets, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, Spain, or the United Kingdom. I don't need to do any of that. So I'm basically done. All of this information, it will save automatically for you. So I'm just going to go ahead and go back out. Now, if you have a title you are putting in different formats, you can clone the title and it will copy the basic information to a new ISBN, the next available ISBN number. You'll still have to go back through and add in the details, but it gives the basics of what that is. Makes it just slightly easier. But once you've assigned that ISBN number to that specific book, you cannot change it. So, if you only have a limited number of ISBNs, make sure you use them wisely. If you want to use some of the free ones, Kindle, KDP, they have their ASINs that you can use instead if you want. But if you want to be the imprint of record, use your own. So plan accordingly how many you're going to buy. As you can see, I've got pages and pages, so I'm pretty good for now. But with some of them, you can see I've got up to 4 different format types, Kindle, EPUB, hardback, paperback. and that kind of thing. So just keep in mind that sometimes for ebooks, you have to do one for each different type of ebook delivery system. So make sure you know which ones you're going for. Some of them, when you're doing it like with Smashwords / Draft to Digital, you can actually just use one and they'll just parse it out to whichever ones you want. But if you're going specific like through KDP, they will want a specific just for that one. All right. I hope that gave you an idea of how to set up your ISBNs. As you can see, there's a lot of things you can totally look at on your dashboard. Your account, they have help for publishing. If you really want to, they will charge you for it, just as a heads up. You can buy your ISBNs here in bulk or convert them if you need to. You can purchase barcodes specifically for your book, but we'll talk about barcodes and that stuff later. You can also use their services to help you copyright, but you can also do that on your own through the U.S. Copyright Office, which I will again cover in a different video. I hope that gives you an idea of how to set up your ISBNs on your dashboard. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, drop a comment, so forth, etc. I am Karlie with Dragon Key Press, and I hope to see you next time.